Hi there, and welcome to What's Next. My name is Johan Kutsia, and thank you for tuning in. All right, so in this show, we go across the country and try and find Namibia's next top presenter. In the previous two episodes, we got to know our finalists and just got a feel for how they come across on camera. In this episode, they'll be discussing 5 topics and then doing an interview so we can see how they can conduct themselves when engaging the public. It's going to be an exciting one. Stay tuned. Okay, so can you just tell us what your subject is?
Public transport.
Public transport?
Yeah.
Boom. Do you know a lot about the subject matter?
No.
Okay.
But I guess that's the point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So now we are going to start the interview challenge. Bertha has had 2 minutes to do a bit of research and formulate her questions on her subject, which is public transport. Okay, Mr. Afiku, how are you feeling about the interview? You saw Bertha's teleprompter challenge. How do you think this is going to go?
Well, I'm excited. I'm expecting a very thoughtful and insightful interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to grill you like you guys do on the agenda and the evening interview?
Yeah, I want to feel how it feels to be in the
hot seat. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Good. Break legs. Get it.
Namibia, good afternoon and welcome to My Zone's Youth Speak. With me here, your host, Bertha Tobias. So here in studio with me today, I do have Mr. Matthias Haufiku, who is the news editor for the Namibian Sun. Mr. Haufiku, thank you so much for joining us in studio today.
Thank you for having me, Bertha.
Awesome. So today we are going to unpack public transportation with a specific focus on the damage that has been done by COVID-19. So really just assessing the infrastructure, and that leads me to my first question to you, Mr. Haufiku, which is, can you walk us through what have been some of the challenges as it relates to gaps in infrastructure that have been a direct consequence of the pandemic?
Yeah. Public transport should not be a profit-driven service provision model that we use. That's for the private sector. So we should find ways really to subsidize our people, especially those on the low end of the economic scale. And that way we can also improve the quality of life in the country.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that was Mr. Matthias Haufiku, who's the news editor for the Namibian Sun. And from here in studio on My Zone's Youth Speak, from me, your host, Bertha Tobias, it's have a good afternoon and thank you for watching.
Whew, guys, well done. Bertha, you killed it. Mr. Haufiku, so what's your rating so far? How was that interview? Did she have you up against the ropes?
Yeah, no, I'm still cooling down.
Yeah. Bertha, you handled that like an absolute professional. How was it for you? How was it coming up with your questions in such a short period of time? And just how was that experience for you?
It was, well, Mr. Afiku is very knowledgeable, so that made my job very easy. But it was a bit difficult. I had to decide whether I was going to ask technical questions or abstract questions that everybody can sort of understand if they just follow the logic. So I chose the latter because I don't know much about public transport. And I think it went well. I had fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Chill Sessions is an entertainment show that brings you the latest hit, fashion, and entertainment news. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact chill at synergy.com.na. Chill Sessions, bringing art and entertainment to the people.
My brother, how are you feeling? Yeah,
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
I'm feeling good.
Okay, please draw a subject. No, not that one. Try another one.
I think
I know that one. No.
But I want this one.
Cool. Pooms, tell us what is the theme of your interview?
Should have taken another one. 5G technology.
All right, cool.
I understand it. I know what it is.
Okay. I hope you read some articles from the Namibian Sun about 5G, but if not, don't worry, Mr. Matthias is out here to enlighten and give you some context.
Okay.
Boom. Gentlemen, break legs.
Good day, viewers. Today you are joined in with me, Mpumziwami Mtimde, as your host, and today we are joined in with Mr. Matthias, Namibia Sun's editor. Mr. Matthias, how are you?
I'm well, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Mr. Matthias, I have some questions for you today. Today we'll be talking about the 5G technology. Can you please explain to our viewers what is 5G technology?
Yeah, well, 5G technology is the newest kid on the technological block. It's just a more advanced way of connectivity. Faster internet, that's what it means. If you think about wireless devices, your wireless charging, the power banks and so on. So it's really the generation that we are moving into.
Wi-Fi internet. What are the advantages of 5G technology?
Yeah. Well, don't look at it as separate entities.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just one body functioning with different functions.
All right.
And when I say it will ensure speed, you should remember that it's still the same network that you'll use.
Okay.
That one it's just in a different format.
All right.
So it's still the same. And in terms of speed, you'll see enhanced speed in all your needs, for which your technological needs.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mr. Matthias informing you on 5G technology. I am your host, Mpumziwami Mtimde, signing out. Good night.
Right. Well done. So, my brother, how was the interview?
I think it went well. I think it definitely went well. It was an interesting topic.
Yep.
I feel informed. Yes.
Oh. I mean, that's what Mr. Afiku does. So, Matthias, what are your thoughts on the interview?
Yeah, I have to echo his sentiments. I think it was an informative conversation. It's a new concept, so we need all the information out there.
100%. Boom. Now this good. Go. Boom. What you got?
So, the new available Baja Kuwait can drive 35 kilometers on a liter and has an 8-liter tank.
Boom. Okay. So, what does that question immediately bring to mind?
Transport.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, after the break, we'll have Kayla interviewing Matthias Afiku. Dun dun dun.
The Angwediva Annual Trade Fair 2022 brings you exhibition excellence and will be taking place from 26 August to 1 September at the Angwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds. The theme this year is Gearing for a Smart Economy. This year, exhibitors have the option to showcase their products and services at the Angwediva Trade Fair Showgrounds or virtually via our special trade fair website. Apply for a stand at www.oatf.com.na or call us at 065 230 191 or email us at info@oatf.com.na. The Angwediva Annual Trade Fair 2022 is proudly sponsored by NTC, FNB, Nedbank, Namcor, NBC and the Angwediva Town Council.
I think my subject is nice because right now with fuel prices that are increasing,
Yep.
it would be a very sufficient car to have.
Okay.
And it's the most affordable,
Yeah.
according to Google.
You Googled it, so what do you think of how it looks?
I think it's cute.
Okay.
Not the most visually
Yeah.
appealing car, but if it can get you from point A to point B, why not?
Boom. Mr. Matt,
Yes, sir.
would you buy the cute? Actually, let me not say that. Yeah, I don't want to get sued by these guys. Mr. Matt, yeah, thank you for joining us again. So, Kyla, Mr. Matt, go for it, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank
Good.
you. So I want to know about the new Baja Kuwait. Would you buy it?
Well, it would really depend on the type of work I do.
Yes.
My current job, I don't think I'll buy it.
What is your current job, sir?
Well, I'm a news editor at the Namibian Sun.
But I mean, where do you stay?
Well, I live about 20 kilos from work.
So 20 kilometers, so it's quite a far distance, is it not?
Yes.
And petrol is expensive, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the new petrol prices?
Well, it's something that's beyond our control. We're only
Yes,
consumers of fuel, so we have to go with what we get from the international markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know the car is not as appealing, but if you could save money on petrol, would you then consider the car? Have in Namibia. But I think with every good thing, you try to find a way of working around some of the problems.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's manageable. It's something that we can work on to
Yeah.
fit our system
Yeah.
and how it will work. As far as the congestion is concerned, I'm sure there are ways to work around it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so personally, do you have anybody you would recommend the car to?
Well, probably university students.
Okay, but thank you so much. I think for university students, it is a +1.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
No, it's a
Have
pleasure
good
being
day.
here. Thank you.
Boom. So guys, okay, how did the interview go?
I enjoyed it. I have no idea. Did you enjoy it, sir?
Yeah, no, it was fine.
Yeah? She convinced you to buy the cute? Yeah?
Yeah, if I was doing something else.
Guys, thank you so much. After the break, we'll have our next contestant.
Don't miss Kwillig, Republican's art and entertainment publication that is published in print and on our online platforms once a month. Read all about what's new in the local and international art world, literature, and personalities in the industry, and on what's on the entertainment front to keep you and your family busy.
Boom! Welcome back, viewers. Okay, in the hot seat, Mr. Matthias Hafiku, and in the hottest seat, I think, is Queen Peter. Queen, how do you feel about the interview challenge? Do you interview a lot of people?
If one can say so.
Okay. Yeah? Okay, and how's your general knowledge?
I like reading, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 7 out of 10.
Boom. Okay, yeah, the confidence. Please pull a subject. Right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
NMC Stress Relief Challenge.
Okay. So what comes to mind when you read that theme?
Stress relief. What comes to mind?
Yeah, what is NMC?
I really don't know.
Okay, you have 2 minutes.
To be brutally honest.
You have 2 minutes to find out.
Okay.
Cool. Queen. So, how'd your research go?
Okay, I would say.
Yeah? All right. Okay, and you confident?
Yeah, with what I got.
Boom.
I think, yeah.
Awesome. So, your interview segment starts now.
Good morning, this is your host, Queen Peter, coming live and direct. Mr. Haifuku, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, today we will be discussing the Namibia Medical Challenge. It has to do with reducing stress for workers. What would you then say? How do you, in your personal life or in your professional life, deal with stress?
Yeah, I think from the onset, it's important to note that mental health has been a concern of late, both from a professional and personal point of view. I'm not just speaking about myself. So you need different coping mechanisms, and I believe this is one of the tools that we can use to cope and stay sane. So for myself, I try to decongest my mind as far as information is concerned, because I work with a lot of information.
because of productivity
That's correct.
and morale. Well, viewers, there you have it. That is all that we have for today. We'd like to advise all companies, stakeholders, various stakeholders, to take an approach towards the Namibia medical challenge to ensure that the employees and community members remain resolute, especially young people as well, and they remain motivated and ready to take on any challenge that they are faced with. Thank you very much, Mr. Haifuku, for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Awesome. So, Queen, how was that interview for your mental health?
It was good to know that there's something like that, you know, Namibia Medical Challenge, if it is that. So, yeah, I think it is good because mental illnesses is really prevalent in this time because of unemployment, especially amongst young people. So I think that is one of the main causes, especially to the suicide rates as well, and the fact that young people are not resolute at this point in time.
Awesome.
As there are no programs in place.
No. So it's a cold world out there, so let's go out there and be kind. Mr. Haifuku, thank you so much for offering up your valuable time to assisting us with the interview challenge. We really appreciate it, and I think it gave the contestants a very good understanding of how to engage with a knowledgeable person on a range of subjects. So thank you for your time, sir, and we look forward to seeing you later in our season.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no, you're going to be a recurring interview guest.
Welcome to NTV Studios. I'm here with two of the contestants for the What's Next television presenter search. It is Queen and Bertha. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Fantastic. Kayla and Mpumzi, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
You feeling good? Yeah? All right, okay. That's what I love to hear. So, ladies, let's get comfortable. Let's have a bit of a conversation, all right? So, before presenting, because unfortunately, once that thing is on, we couldn't care less about how we feel.
Exactly.
But it is essential, before you get on the camera, find ways to mentally prepare yourself so that you can be flexible enough. You know, Bruce Lee's got that saying, he says, be like water. You know what I mean? Put water in a glass, it takes up that form.
Yeah.
So you need to essentially be like water to be able to take up any form. Now, physically, something that works all the time is necessary is warm-ups, because we use our voices. Right? And our voices, that's our instrument. You know, Christine Boma isn't going to run without stretching. We probably shouldn't do too much talking without warm-ups. So, given my drama and theater past, I've learned a couple of warm-ups which assist me. Ideally, what you want is something that assists with articulation, something that can warm up your throat, and something that can test your breath work. Because you see some of these sentences, they're extra long. You're like, where's the comma?
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
Yeah, Boomsy did it with the hand. So the lips, the teeth, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. So that's a tongue twister. You want to make sure you say everything clearly, right? The big black bug bled black blood.
Okay.
The big black bug bled black blood. The big black bug bled black blood. The big black bug bled black blood. Sometimes you don't have the time to fully warm up your voice. Now, something that always helps is making sure you can warm up your voice box with a hum. Just like you're meditating. Now, that's a good one to also rehearse. You feel it really challenges your diaphragm. And by the way, that's where we always speak from. You know, I remember hosting the Namas. And, you know, when you're hosting an event like that, people tweet. As they be tweeting. And there was a comment which was made and said, Ash really looks like a Herero woman. Now, I found it hilarious. But I knew it wasn't necessary. Why? Because of slightly bigger back then. But you can't speak without your diaphragm. When you breathe in, it has to go to your stomach. You have to feel it, breathe in through the nose, and then out. That gives you much more range, and then you don't end up speaking from your throat. And your throat always gives you a limited amount of time to be impactful as a speaker, because eventually you start feeling it getting, you know, throaty and painful. What made you want to be a presenter, Kayla?
So what made me want to be a presenter? I would have to say the one and only Oprah Winfrey.
All right.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey. That's a good place to start.
I feel like she just came from, news anchoring to then television presenting.
Yeah, radio before that even.
A radio
Yes.
even. And I just think she's such a powerful woman. And she has a way of connecting with people, like you said.
Yes.
With
Absolutely.
empathy. So I really look up to her.
Oprah Winfrey, that's a good person to look up to.
What inspired me, guys? It's just watching a lot of TV shows. Honestly, because you watch this TV show and you're like, I would enjoy doing that. I feel like I would rock that.
Yes.
So that's my inspiration.
And that's all it takes. You know what I mean? And that's why people inspire people. You have people like Oprah, and sometimes you see a television and you see yourself in it. And this is obviously that opportunity.
Well, I think I always tell people I'm short, yes, but then if there's one thing that Yahweh gave me is a powerful voice.
Yeah.
And I think that television creates that platform for me to speak up and to speak out, and also because I'm just passionate about talking, I'm passionate about, and also just talk when it is really necessary. When it's relevant, that's the only time that I speak. I really deem it necessary to speak. So yeah, I think I was born for a time such as this, as the people say. Yeah.
All right, interesting. Bertha.
Yeah, I think for me it would be sort of two things. One, very similar to how you mentioned, talking to people a lot, being an antisocial extrovert. I can relate to that. So I think I like to speak, but I don't like to soak in a lot of energies that are not necessarily in alignment with what I feel at my core all the time. So I feel like this is a way to perform almost, to emulate, to imitate, like you said. It's a great platform. The second one, I think, is just because I think I've been an academic all my life. So it's always been, you're going to be our professor. And I was like, actually, I think I'll go into television. And I think it's simply just time for me to sort of manifest and articulate in the real world a lot of the things that I've said to myself about television.
All right. It is NTV What's Next, and it's time for us to make a decision on which contestants we'll keep. We actually did make the decision. It's just time to notify the contestants. But let's have a chat with all of them right now. Mpumzi, Bertha, Kayla, and Queen. Are you all? Give me a wave if you're feeling good. And everyone seems comfortable. Fantastic. So, first of all, I'd like to thank all four of you. In fact, we would like to thank all four of you for joining this presenter search, for being consistent. I think you came to understand that it became more than just about your presenting skills. Showing up mattered, and we truly appreciate all your efforts. So I'm just going to give you a couple of the comments coming from the judges, Octavia, Yolanda, and myself. And starting with Mpumzi. Mpumzi, you did very well. We love your confidence. You have such an incredible energy. You know what I mean? At that stage or screen, I've got a feeling that you're the kind of person that can embrace all of that. Of course, at times, the nerves did get to you, understandably so. And we understand that it's also part of the industry, but it is something that we do also have to consider, because sometimes that will impact on the performance. But thank you very much for giving us your best. We certainly know that we got that. And then Bertha, we truly enjoyed your performance, your presenting as well. Even when I was doing the coaching with you, you were very attentive and you paid attention and you showed up more or less in your own light, with your own confidence, with your own thing to offer, barely showing any nerves. And I think it's been an interesting journey having you here. Of course, the same things apply across the board. We do look at technique, we look at your confidence, we look at how you translate to the camera. And yeah, we'll be telling you our thoughts on that in their entirety as we make our decisions. But thank you very much, Bertha. And then Kayla, that bright smile, always so joyful. Thank you so much for joining us on the What's Next, for being a part of this journey, for being such a ball of light and, allowing yourself to learn in this process. And of course, when it's something this new in particular, I understand you did YouTube, that kind of thing, but of course, television is different. There's a lot of adjusting to do and a lot of nerves to get over, but you did your best. All right, Queen. Ever so confident queen, ever so confident. Your confidence was certainly shining through, and we have no doubt that you could apply that confidence to more than one place, and you've truly been committed to this entire journey from start right up until this point. Thank you very much for being with us on What's Next. Now, if I could have all four presenters. This was not an easy decision by any stretch. And I would like you all to know that. And for the three who make it, that means that there's still some work to do, particularly when you get to Ongwediva, there's still some work to do. And of course, this is an industry where you work as you learn and you apply as you learn. And we certainly hope that those three will be able to keep that in mind. For the person who doesn't make it to this stage, understand that we have our own stages, but you can't allow it to be the final stage for your career. You being a part of these top four means that you have something that is special. And I can assure you that beyond this journey, if you stick at it, you will get everything that you wish for. So, Queen, you will be going to the north. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in Ongwediva. Kayla, you will also be going to the north. All the best. Do make sure you apply yourselves. And we are left with Bertha and Phumzi. Wow, you two have been fantastic throughout this entire journey. And like we said, we want that whoever doesn't make it, you keep holding on to that light. You never let anyone blow out your candle. And whoever does make it does have an opportunity to push it further, push their career further with NTV. And the person who will be going with us to the north is Bertha Tobias. So, Phumzi, just want to let you know that we love you, man. And right now, just looking at your energy on this screen, you're such a ball of light. And, you know, there's so much for you in this journey. There's no way that television audiences don't deserve to see that bright and beautiful smile. Thank you so much for applying yourself. And so, Bertha, Kayla, and Queen, one last stage left, ladies. Apply yourselves. You've got this. This is NTV What's Next. And after the north, we will know exactly, precisely who is next. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Bertha filming live from my car. I do want to take this opportunity to thank the entire team at NTV for treating me with such grace and dignity and compassion throughout this entire NTV presenter search competition. So unfortunately, I do have to withdraw from the competition because I have the opportunity to go and study in California and I can't pass that up. But I am so heartbroken to have to be withdrawing from this. But this has been my first professional and formal venture into the television and media space, and I could not be more grateful for a positive first experience. Thank you so much. I will definitely be back. We will definitely be seeing each other again soon in the future.
Now it's gonna get tricky. We are off to Ongwediva, and there we will be announcing the winner of the What's Next presenter search.